Hello everyone, Ace here, and today let's talk about how the ADL promotes hate speech in an article condemning Steam over lack of moderation, according to the ADL's own rules. Now, for those who are not aware, this is in reference to an article from the ADL titled Steam-Powered Hate, Top Gaming Site Rife with Extremism and Anti-Semitism. As you can probably guess, it is your typical ADL hit piece that exists to try to get major corporations to bend to the knee of the extremist and anti-Semitic will of the ADL. And I do mean extremist and anti-Semitic according to the standards set by the ADL themselves. This article, for the record, was created using a lot of statistics gathered thanks to a new proprietary AI called Hate Vision, which the ADL trained to look for what they describe as extremist content. But what is extremist content according to the ADL? Well, it includes things like Pepe the Frog, and the OK hand gesture, and no less than 13 different numbers between 1 and 100. For reference, here are the numbers listed as hate symbols according to the ADL. Now, I could do the cheap cop-out and say that because the ADL is copying and pasting things that people have said online that happen to be extremist content, or at least what they describe as extremist content, that this is technically the ADL platforming said speech, which according to the standards of the ADL is strictly verboten. However, I believe that's a little bit too easy. So instead, let's look at something that the ADL itself has directly implied with this article, that being that the usage of shekel itself is an extremist or hateful keyword. Considering the shekel is the current currency of Israel, this is the ADL effectively implying that the nation-state of Israel itself is extremist and hateful, which is an extremely anti-Semitic thing for the ADL to imply. And remember, I am just using the ADL's own standards here. The standards that have decreed that the OK hand gesture is a hate symbol, that Pepe the Frog is a hate symbol, and that no less than 13 numbers between 1 and 100 are hate symbols. And daring to potentially use any of these symbols is enough to cast suspicion over you being an evil bigot. To be brutally honest, the ADL is one of the most hypocritical organizations in human history. Despite its name, it's an organization that got its very start not only defending a person who was committing defamation, but defending a person who was committing defamation in a manner that was attempting to deliberately get another person killed. And this was all because Leo Frank, the individual doing the defaming, had committed a series of especially unspeakable crimes, and then lied to try to pin it on someone else. And the ADL has ever since continued to diligently push defamation against that individual in the name of Leo Frank. I went on a bit of a tangent there, I will admit, but the point is the ADL is not an organization that should be taken seriously in any way whatsoever. It is an organization that is fundamentally unworthy of respect in the slightest sense. The fact that the ADL has essentially implied that the nation-state of Israel is a hateful and extremist nation for daring to use the shekel as its currency, and again, this is according to the standards of the ADL itself. Well, at this stage, that is just one more piece of evidence to add to the pile. But in any case, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.